I like the idea of plants growing out of rocks for my bonsai garden. This isn't too hard to do, but I did have to figure out how to get the soil to drain. I started by flattening out surfaces on the big rock that I'm going to use for the base. This is pretty easy using an angle grinder, hammer, and chisel. I had a leftover piece of a 6x10 beam and I just placed it over the flat surface and then drilled some holes right through. Now I can anchor these really long nuts into the rock so that I can bolt the beam in place. I placed the rocks that I want to use as planters so that I can start working on the design of how I want to carve this beam. To remove material really quickly, I just make a bunch of cuts with my circular saw and then whack away the pieces of them with a machete. Now I can go in with the angle grinder and really define the shape. These carving wheels remove material really fast, and the majority of the time is spent sanding out all the carving marks. To create the holes in the rocks that the plants will grow out of, I use diamond hole saws to cut into the rock and then again chip out the pieces. For drainage, I'm inserting copper tubing with a whole bunch of little holes drilled in. Then I'll put gravel over that, and now I have a good drainage bed for my little bonsai trees. Assembling it is pretty easy. I made some plugs to cover up the bolts that connect the wood to the rock, and now I have a nice little place where I can practice my bonsai skills and set my tools. Rocks and beams like this can be acquired for not much money, and the majority of the fabrication can be done with a few basic power tools.